Good morning, everyone. Can somebody out there hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Good, good. Thank you for joining us this morning. Can you guys view my screen okay?
I can, yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. However, we only have 4 health-related questions on the application. We also have Spanish applications available online and paper. And as long as you're using our online quoting and application system, you do not need to see the client in person. So that will make it convenient both for you and your clients. There's no need to drive anywhere. You just can complete this application online, and the electronic signature is the applicant's mother's maiden name. Okay, so Viva Critical Choice does offer a life benefit with a 20-year simplified issue level term, issue ages 18 through 55, and a 15-year simplified issue level term with issue ages of 56 through 60. The life benefit amounts are $25,000, $50,000, and $100,000. Okay, we also have the critical illness benefit, which is included in the base policy. This benefit will be payable for the first occurrence of one of the following conditions: life-threatening cancer, heart attack, major organ transplant, paralysis, renal failure, stroke, and the amount of this benefit is 50% of the life benefit. So what does that mean? If you get the $25,000 life benefit, then your critical illness benefit amount will be $12,500. If you get the $50,000 life benefit, your critical illness benefit amount will automatically be $25,000. And if you get the $100,000 life benefit, your critical illness benefit amount will automatically be $50,000. Okay, what exactly do we mean by first occurrence? So for heart attack or stroke, life-threatening cancer, it would be the date of the diagnosis. And just bear with me one moment. I'm getting ahead of myself, so I'm going to wait a little bit so we can, it'll be easier for you guys to see it on the slide. Here's a little summary of what we just covered. We have 3 plans available. Plan A offers a life benefit of $25,000 and a critical illness benefit of $12,500. Plan B offers a life benefit of $50,000 with a critical illness benefit of $25,000, and Plan C offers a life benefit of $100,000 with a critical illness benefit of $50,000. Okay, and on here we can see a sample of our Viva Critical Choice brochure. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open up for questions. Does anybody have any questions so far? Nobody? Okay, well, so far it's I think, a very simple product to understand. Let's go ahead and move on here. Okay, so now we will go ahead and cover the first occurrence. What do we mean by first occurrence? So as I was mentioning earlier, I was getting ahead of myself. For heart attack or stroke, life-threatening cancer, it would be the date of the diagnosis. For major organ transplant, the date of the transplant surgery. For renal failure, the earlier of the date regular dialysis begins or the date renal transplantation takes place. And for major heart surgery or angioplasty, the date the surgery takes place. Okay, we do have some additional benefits on this product. A reduced benefit will be payable for specified procedures. This would be a percentage of the amount payable for the critical illness benefit. So for example, it would be 25% for coronary bypass surgery, heart valve surgery, or aortic surgery. or 10% of angioplasty surgery or cancer in situ. Keep in mind that this additional benefit is payable only once. Okay, so let's take an example here. What happens when a critical illness benefit is paid? So when a partial benefit is paid, the face amount of the life benefit will be reduced by the amount of the benefit paid. And the premiums will be reduced to reflect the reduction. So we're going to take an example here. My friend Paul purchased a critical choice policy with a $100,000 life benefit and the automatic $50,000 critical illness benefit. Remember, this is the base policy already. He had a heart attack 4 years into the policy, so the $50,000 for the critical illness benefit was paid. However, Paul has peace of mind because he still has a $50,000 life benefit and his monthly premiums have been reduced accordingly. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open up for questions. Does anybody have any questions so far? Okay, no questions. I do remind you guys that if you think of anything throughout the presentation, you are also free to type in your questions on the window that appears on your screen, and I will be sure to address those questions. Okay? Okay, I had mentioned earlier that there are only 4 health-related questions on the application. Here are those questions. If the answer to questions 2 or 4 is yes, the client should enter additional information concerning the medical condition. Number 1 question, it is important to keep in mind that any nicotine products, including nicotine gum and e-cigarettes consumed in the last 12 months is considered tobacco. Okay, here we can see a few questions on a few examples on the number 2 question, where it's asking for the medical history for the past 7 years. It is including some medical conditions. The examples we see here are heart trouble, stroke, cancer, diabetes, liver, or kidney disease. We will see a little more detail of that question later on in the presentation when we take a look at the application. Number 3 question, use of illegal drugs in the last 7 years. If the answer is yes to this question, it will be an automatic decline. Number 4, denied insurance due to health reasons. If the answer is yes, all we require is details to the reason declined and the date of the decline. This will be reviewed on a case-by-case basis. Also, it's good to keep in mind that if we receive a clean and complete application, the underwriting process only takes about 4 to 5 business days. Okay, especially if you guys complete the application online, because it'll get to our new business department a lot faster. Okay, so we have a little more, just a couple more details here. Viva Critical Choice has a conversion option. So if the client chooses to convert to a different product, he or she can do so. The conversion can be done during the first 10 years of the policy or prior to age 70, whichever comes first. Keep in mind that no evidence of insurability will be required. This product is also renewable to age 95 at annual renewable term rates. Keep in mind that this only applies to the life benefit. This does not apply to the critical illness benefit of the policy. Okay, any questions, anybody? Does anybody have any questions?
Are there any other riders that we can attach, like the return of premium?
Not on this particular product. On this particular product, it's just the base policy, which already has the critical illness rider attached to it. So we just have those 2 benefits, the life benefit and the critical illness benefit.
Okay.
Yes, anybody else? Okay, so we'll go ahead and move on to the next slide. Okay, on here, to cater to your specific market needs, we are able to print brochures with different ethnicity families. We have a Hispanic family with brochures available in English and Spanish. A Caucasian family with available in English and Russian. A Black family available in English, and an Asian family available in Vietnamese, Chinese, and Korean. Keep in mind that these are available at no cost to you as long as you're producing business on a regular basis. We can also personalize your brochures for you. We can include your agency name or your agent name, whatever information you would like to be included on there. You just have to make sure to send us an email with the information you would like included on there. And if you will also like your agency logo, you can attach a JPEG format file to that email and send it to our graphic designer. Take note of this. Our graphic designer's name is Lisa Garza, and her email address is at the bottom of the screen. Her email address is lgarza@manhattanlife.com. She does ask that if you have not heard from her in 2 business days after sending the email, please follow up with a phone call, because many times the emails go into her spam box. So again, her name is Lisa Garza, and her email address is lgarza@manhattanlife.com. You can also send marketing material orders to marketingmail@manhattanlife.com. That email address is also at the bottom of your screen, so you can take note of it. And again, this is available at no cost to you as long as you are producing business on a regular basis. Does anybody have any questions regarding our brochures? Okay, no questions. Also, for those of you who are new on board with us, we can actually build a hyperlink for you on our online application system, or for our online quoting and application system. You can actually download this to your computer, iPad, or smartphone. All you need is an internet connection to connect to our website, and you're good to go. This makes it quick and easy to quote the client and complete the application. This is what the screen looks like after you or your client has selected the product. You can also attach that hyperlink to an email and send the email to your client, who can then get a quote and complete the application at their convenience. Remember how I said at the beginning, this is one of the selling points that makes us stand out from the competition in the industry, is that by using this system, you are not required to see the client in person. Okay? In addition, the hyperlink can be embedded into your website if you are driving clients to your website for a direct sales. And one last point, that hyperlink contains your agent number, so all sales submitted through your hyperlink are automatically credited to you. Okay? So let's go back to this first screen. We can see that after the product has been selected, the client or yourself will see a description of the product and any available writers. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start the process. We're going to click on Get Quote. I don't know if you guys can see my pointer. Hopefully you can. And it's going to take us to the next screen. On here, this one says this is available also in Spanish. If you have clients that prefer Spanish, then you can just select the language into Spanish and it will automatically change it. This is the screen where you are required to enter the client's basic information. So it'll be date of birth, gender, smoker or non-smoker, client's resident state, payment mode, and the effective date will automatically show up as 10 days from the current date. This will give us plenty of time to review the application and just go through the whole underwriting process. Once the policy is approved, then mail out the policy to your client. Okay, so after we have entered that basic information, we're going to click on Get a Quote. And these are your quotes for the different plans. We can see for plan A, B, and C, the monthly premiums, what it would be. So after your client has selected the plan that they will like, you're going to click on apply, and it takes us right to the application. Now remember how I mentioned earlier that a clean application takes about 4 to 5 business days to process. One of the many benefits of using this online application system is that it will not allow you to continue to the next step unless you have included all the information required for a clean application. And that makes it easier for you by just looking at the red asterisk. Okay, so we're going to take a look. Applicant's information, first name, last name, social security number or ITIN number. Okay, gender, height and weight, email address. I get asked a lot, is it necessary to include an email address? Yes. If you have a client that does not want to provide their email address or simply doesn't use email, then I suggest you include your email on there. Also, it's important that we have a valid phone number for the client. You do have to keep in mind that we do run an MIB report and an RX report. If anything comes back from either one of those, and that information was not submitted on the application, then we will need to contact the client and just do a telephone interview. If we don't have a valid phone number, that will delay the underwriting process. So you want to make sure that we have a good phone number to contact the client in case we need to verify anything. Okay? Employer's name or occupation. Another question that I've gotten many times. What if my client is retired? What if my client is a housewife? Then under employer's name, you would just put retired, or you would put self, and then occupation duties, same thing. Okay? Residential address for the applicant, mailing address if they want any documents related to this policy delivered anywhere else or mailed somewhere else, premium payer other than applicant. So for example, if the husband is buying a policy for his wife, then his information would go on there. If there's any children added on the policy, then you would put the children's information, beneficiary, and you have primary and contingent. Next, you're going to have billing. You can choose to make a payment by credit card or bank draft. We strongly suggest that you guys use bank draft. Credit cards can sometimes create issues if the policy, or if the credit card has expired and we don't have new information for that credit card, payments are not going to go through and the policy may lapse. So we don't want that to happen. We can see a few questions on here, a couple of questions regarding any existing policies that the client may have and if they want it replaced or not. Then we have the 4 health-related questions that we spoke about earlier. As you can see on here, number 2 question that I mentioned earlier. You do see a complete list of the medical illnesses that they're asking about or medical conditions. So if the answer is yes, this is the space where you would provide additional information. We would need to know the condition name, the age at diagnosis, medication prescribed, control, and name of the treating physician. So for example, if the client has high blood pressure, you would write high blood pressure diagnosed at age 56, taking XYZ medication, Dr. Smith, under control. Okay, mail to policy. You can choose to have us mail the policy directly to your client, or if you prefer, we can send it to you and you can personally deliver it to the client. We do not require a delivery receipt. Note that the electronic signature, as I mentioned earlier, is the applicant's mother's maiden name. So after we have completed the application, we're going to click on submit, and your application has been submitted successfully. Do keep in mind that this is the only chance that you will get to view the application. So all you would have to do is click on view the application. You can save it as a PDF file to your computer, or you can print it for your records. Also, if you want to submit another application for the same client, you click on Submit Another Application, and all the fields with the basic information will automatically be filled in, so you don't have to do it all over again. View or choose another product. If you want to check out, say for example, our dental vision and hearing product, you can click on View or choose another product. Or if you are done, you just click on I am done. So as you can see, it's an extremely easy and quick process. And once you've done it a few times, you get the hang of it. And 3 minutes, you complete the application for your client. As I mentioned earlier, they can do it on their own at their convenience. If one of them is the kind that doesn't sleep at night, they can complete it at 3 o'clock in the morning while you're in bed sleeping and getting your rest. Okay? Also, if you have a client that prefers for you to complete it for them, then you can just be on the phone with them, hopefully not at 3 o'clock in the morning, and you can just complete the application for them. You can ask them the questions, and you just fill in the information for them. Okay, so I will go ahead and open up for questions. Does anybody have any questions?
Are these webinars available to view at a later date in case an agent misses the opportunity to listen in?
We do have the presentation available on our website. However, there is no sound to it. But we do have webinars every week for different products. So hopefully, if you guys check out our website, you can see when will be the next time we offer a webinar for this particular product.
Okay.
Okay. I do see another question here. Let me go ahead and address this question. It says, if the client completes the application on your website, how do you get notified? You will receive an email letting you know somebody just submitted an application through your link. And remember that any application that is submitted through your personal link will automatically be credited to you, as it does have your agent number attached to it. Also, one thing to keep in mind, on the top right-hand corner, if you notice, your name and information will be on there. So if the client lost your phone number or whatever the case may be, your email, then they can see that information on there. It will be your information. Okay, any more questions so far? Nope. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue on here. We're almost finished. Okay, so now let's get to the nitty-gritty, as they say. How much does it cost? Well, let's take an example here. We're going to take a 35-year-old non-smoker with a monthly bank draft. They're going to go ahead and apply for a $100,000 life benefit, which means that they're going to get the $50,000 critical illness benefit. They're going to pay a low $42.44 a month. Now, it doesn't get any better than that. I know what the competition is out there like, and these prices are extremely competitive. Okay? Also, for those of you who are just new with us, hopefully you have already received your welcome kit by email. That welcome kit would include the agent guide and the new business and underwriting guidelines. I strongly suggest that you review these. These will help give you more details on the actual product, and will help you answer any specific questions that your client may have. Also, on the new business and underwriting guidelines, there is a list of all uninsurable conditions. So you will have it on there. So for example, okay, well, what if somebody has been HIV positive? Well, then you can find out on there. Whatever it is that you may have a doubt on, this will help you answer those questions if we're not available to help you. Okay? We do have also the paper application available for those clients who prefer to just do paper. You can submit this application by regular mail, fax. You can email it to us. You can upload it on our website. But do keep in mind that for this type of application, you must see the client in person and obtain a live signature. So what that means is that you are not able to put the client's mother's maiden name in this type of application. Okay? And for those of you who have not registered on our website yet, I strongly recommend you do so. It is very quick and easy. All you have to do is go to www.manhattanlife.com. It's going to be a quick registration process. You do have a lot of very neat tools available on this website. As you can see here, one of the many tools is you can view and download any marketing material. You can download the application, you can download the agent guide or brochures in English and Spanish. You can also view any other products that are available in your state. You can view your commissions, the status on applications or policies. As I mentioned earlier, this presentation is available on our website 24 hours a day. It is under the Agent Tools tab under the Training Library. And also on the home page, you are able to view the webinar training calendar for the month, or the programming for the month. So if you want to know what we're doing next week, feel free to look in there and see. It's going to show you the login information. It's going to show you the product for the whole month that we're doing in the month of November. And remember, each week is a different product. Okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and do a quick review. This is a Viva Critical Choice. It's a simplified issue policy. We are one of few companies who accept ITIN, which is the Individual Taxpayer Identification Number, for those clients who do not qualify for a Social Security number. We have the 4 health-related question online and paper application. We have the Spanish application available online and paper as well. And as long as you're using our online quoting and application system, you do not need to see the client in person. And their electronic signature is the applicant's mother's maiden name. Okay? Does anybody have any questions? Okay, no questions?
Yeah. I have a question.
Sure.
Will this application be automatically added to my applications to put in online, or do I have to call?
No, it will already be on there. As long as you are contracted to sell this product, then it will automatically be on there. But if for any reason it should be on there and it's not, just feel free to call us and we will be happy to add it for you.
Okay.
Okay, and if you like, I can give you our marketing toll-free number if you have something to write with.
Okay.
Okay, and that number is 888-441-0770.
Okay.
Okay. Does anybody else have any more questions so far? Okay. So let's go ahead and move on to the next slide. We're almost finished, guys. Okay, we always have very attractive incentives for our new associates. Here's one called the Fast Start Bonus. What that means is for the first 4 paid sales within your first 30 days after contracting, you will receive a $100 bonus from us. So all you have to do is write the 4 policy numbers on the form you received with your kit and send it to Alan Vala. Okay, so just 3 numbers to remember here. 4 paid sales, 30 days, and $100. So for those of you who are new on board with us, I hope you all get it. Okay, we also have our trip incentives. Here's our Chairman's Club trip for next year, 2016. The contest period actually started on May 1st of 2015, and it will go until April 30th of 2016. So you still have plenty of time to qualify. Those qualifying agents will be going to Italy, and they'll be visiting Venice and Rome. Here are the qualifications. If you are a new agent after September 1st, you are required to have $75,000 of net paid annualized premiums. And if you guys want to see a copy of this flyer, you can see it on our website. So you can print it and just remember how close you are to going to Italy. However, if you do not qualify for Italy, then you can probably qualify for a President's Club convention. In 2016, it's going to be in Aspen, Colorado. Those qualifying agents will be staying at the St. Regis Aspen Resort. Here are some gorgeous pictures. Too bad I am not qualifying because I would love to be there. And these are some of the qualifications for that trip. Okay, as you can see, personal qualification is $50,000 of net paid annualized premiums. Same qualification period, May 1st of 2015 through April 30th of 2016. Okay, and we have completed our presentation for today. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us today, for your time. If you think of any questions, please feel free to contact our marketing department. I'm going to go ahead and repeat that number. It's 888-441-0770. And remember, Viva Critical Choice is a term life policy with a critical illness benefit rider attached to it. It is a simplified issue product. And as long as you're using our online quoting and application system, it is very quick and easy. Okay, does anybody else have any questions before we go? Okay, no questions. Well, I wish you all a great day. Okay, thank you for joining us.